Ladies and gentlemen, United States Representative from Georgia, the Honorable John Lewis.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, I would like to thank the House and Senate leadership for their support of the Slave Labor Task Force and making this day possible. I would also like to take the opportunity to recognize the other members of the Slave Labor Task Force who are here today, especially former Congressperson J.C. Watts. Together, we introduced the original House legislation creating the Slave Labor Task Force in 2000. Now, I would like to take a moment and ask the members of the task force to please stand. All of the members that are here. As chairman, I would like to thank each and every member for their hard work and dedication. You never gave up. You never gave in. We could not be where we are today without the leadership of my friend, my partner, and the vice chair of the task force, Senator Lance Lincoln. Thank you. Additionally, I must also acknowledge the work of the clerk of the House and the architect of the Capitol and both of their staffs for their dedication to seeing this day become a reality. I must recognize a young man on my own staff, Jesse Newman. Jesse, where are you? Stan, you work so hard. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Today we shed light on a long hidden truth. Enslaved African-American was used as laborers in the construction of this Capitol building. The mandate of the Slave Labor Task Force is to study and recognize the contribution of enslaved African-Americans in building the United States Capitol. The architect of the Capitol 2005 report titled History of Slave Laborers in the Construction of the United States Capitol officially documents the work of slaves in the Capitol construction. With these plaques and a historic marker on the design to be placed in the Capitol Visitor Center, we recognize the blood, sweat, and toil of the enslaved African-American that helped construct this embodiment of our democracy. Imagine constructing this nation Capitol building with your own two hands. Imagine in Washington oppressive summer heat and humidity to chisel and pull massive stones out of a snake and mosquito-infested quarry. Imagine having to fight through the bone-chilling winter in rags and sometimes without shoes. Just imagine. The United States government, our government, paying your owner, not you, but your owner, $5 a month for your labor. For your labor. This Capitol, the most recognizable symbol of our democracy, was not built overnight and was not built by machines, but was built through the back-breaking work of laborers and slave laborers. This building from which we project the ideas of freedom, democracy, and in my own mind, the beloved community, stand grounded on a foundation laid by slaves. Slavery is a part of our nation's history of which we are not proud. However, we should not run away or hide from it. The history of the Capitol, like the history of our nation, should be complete. As thousands of visitors walk through our nation's capital, they leave without knowing the true history of its construction. Today, that changes. Today, through these plaques, we move one step closer to realizing the dream of an all inclusive and more perfect union. Today, through these plaques, we now tell the full history of our nation and this Capitol building. Today, through these plaques, we now remind all visitors of the work of enslaved African-Americans in building the Temple of Freedom. Again, Madam Speaker and leaders of the Congress, I would like to thank everyone here in their support for the Slave Labor Task Force and helping to bring this little truth to light. Thank you very much.